Welcome, everybody. The NFL Draft is this week. I'm Joe with the Game House. Today we'll be doing an updated mock draft for the New York Giants. The Giants are on the clock in our mock draft series. As mentioned, we have done a mock draft with the Giants before on the channel, but we're doing it now again after free agency, and now we're on draft week. We know a lot of what these teams might do, so we're going to be using the NFL Mock Draft Database Simulator. Like it because it meshes big boards from around the internet together for their big board. But there will be some unrealistic players dropping, so we'll see if that affects the mock draft here. And also, we'll be rejecting all trades as we go along to keep it as realistic as possible. All right, in this scenario, I mean, in real life, we're probably going wide receiver with Rome Odunze. But in this scenario where Drake May falls, or say another quarterback falls, like even J.J. McCarthy, it's something you have to consider. I don't think they're as attached to Daniel Jones. You want to get a quarterback of the future. We're going to go Drake May here. Insert any of the other top four quarterbacks, even though I am much higher on the top three than I am J.J. McCarthy. But if Drake May falls, I think you got to take your chances there. You can get him some help at wide receiver later on. All right, so here we go. We're just going to go right to it. We're going to have Troy Franklin, who is a speedy wide receiver. I think he can play on the outside a little bit more than some of the guys they've drafted in the last couple of years. They'll have a lot of speed on this team. Drake May can hit these guys down the field for sure, and I think that it's a pretty good pick. All right, we'll go. I have Trey Benson as my number one running back. We'll get some more juice on this offense. Pick number 70 there. I think it's good value for me. I think he can do a lot out of the backfield as a receiver. He also returned a little bit in college. I think that's a pretty good pick there to help out your young quarterback. Next up, let's go. We're going to Chris Abrams-Drain out of Missouri. A versatile cornerback. I think he's a guy who, I mean, at 107, it's value. I think I have him as a top 100 player on my board. So we'll go corner there, help that defense out after really helping out the offense with the first three picks. Would have liked to get maybe another offensive lineman there, but just we can get more depth here later on. Next one up. Let's go Matt Gonsalves out of Pittsburgh. Not the most athletic offensive lineman, but has really good technique. I think he could move into the interior if that's where you need him. He could play on the outside as well. I think that'd be a pretty good pick. All right, so the last pick, we've been taking him in a lot of mock drafts. We're going to go Jalen Hunt, the edge rusher out of Houston Baptist, former safety. Now as an edge rusher, very athletic. You have to coach him up a little bit, but you're getting a project at 183, so might as well take him there and try to get the best out of him in the future. So we'll restart recapping this draft as the rest of the draft finishes up here. Go with Drake May at 6. Will he fall there? Probably not. But if he does, you got to take him. If not, you might be considering one of the quarterbacks if they're the top 4. If they're not the top 4, maybe you take one of the wide receivers. Like mentioned, Rome Odunze seems to be like one of the fits that seems to make sense there. Troy Franklin, the wide receiver out of Oregon. If you don't get that wide receiver the first round, go get him the second round. There's still some very good wide receivers available in the second round this year. Trey Benson, the running back out of Florida State. My number one running back on my big board. I think can do so many different things for an offense. You can get some juice out of him. I think this can really make the offense a little bit more dynamic after Saquon Barkley left this offseason. Chris Abrams-Drain, a corner out of Missouri. Matt Gonsalves, a guy who can play tackle or probably move into guard as well. And then Jalen Hunt, the athletic edge rusher out of Houston Baptist. So that is the Giants mock draft. Let me know what you think in the comments below. For now, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time.